I'm gonna see how far $20 can take us in trying some of the best that Cabramatta has to offer. Hi guys, Sydney Food Boy here, and today we're doing a video that I've been meaning to do for a very long time, ever since I started the YouTube channel, and that is the best cheap eats in Cabramatta. Cabramatta is actually a place where I grew up, so I still actually live around here. Yesterday when I had the idea for this video, I put out a message on my Instagram story at Sydney Food Boy, and I asked you guys what your favorite cheap eats are in Cabramatta. I just want to thank you guys so much for answering and putting down your recommendations as well. So shout out to all of you guys. I'm just going to put it down in the video here. We're going to try to hit the best cheap eats. This is one of the first places we're going to visit, and they do like a Laos style food. So think about beef jerky, pork jerky, and fried banana fritters. They even do pawpaw salad as well and Lao sausage. So let's go check it out. My favorite things to order here are the banana fritters and the dried beef. So I want to try some of those. We also do fruit shakes and a dessert where it has ice and different jellies in it. So it's a bit like a Filipino halo-halo.
Thank you. Hello.
Thank you, Uncle. This dried beef is really good, man. So we got two things at that shop. The first one is a deep fried banana fritter. So this was getting fried really nice and fresh. My family used to buy this all the time to bring home, every single time they came to Cabramatta. So let's have a try. That's so good, man. When the banana's fried, it just softens on the inside, so you never get a hard banana. It's always a soft banana, and it just brings out the flavor of the banana so much. The fact that they use like a Thai sugar banana, it just gives it so much flavor, and the crunch is really, really nice. It's a nice batter. The other thing that we got was dried beef. So think about it like beef jerky, right? It's pretty much the Lao or the Asian version of beef jerky, and they make it all in-house. So everything that you saw on the hot bar there, they cook it all themselves. Pretty much this place is the place to get dried beef or dried pork in Cabramatta. So good. It's almost like meat licorice, if you will. It's so caramelized on the outside. Just have a look at that beautiful glaze over the meat, even though it's called dried beef, and it does have a dry texture to it. You pay by 100 grams, so you order 100 grams, I think it's like $8. So we got a couple slices, only cost us $1 and a bit, not much at all. Yeah, have a try. I love it, man. Jerky's beautiful. Total price $2 so far, bro. Really good, actually. See, man. So my family background is actually Teochew, and that's sort of like a dialect of Chinese that we speak. So Chinese, Cambodian, and a bit of Vietnamese in there as well. One food in Teochew culture is this here, and it's a bit like a glutinous cake with some filling in the middle. My favorite one is called Gu Chai Koi. So let's go and get some. You can see all of these different cakes. You can think about it like rice cakes, and they all have different types of fillings. So you can get cabbage in them, you can get bamboo, and my personal favorite is this one over here, which is quite a classic in my family and what we eat, and that's garlic chive. So just one garlic chive. Which other one would you say is good to try?
Probably taro.
Taro? Alright, one taro and one garlic chive. Alright, so we've got the garlic and chive one here, and this one is taro, so it has taro filling inside. And you can eat it like this, where it has a bit of sauce over the top, and you can eat it with sriracha or chili. Or my family's favorite way to eat this actually is to fry it. So get into a fry pan with a little bit of vegetable oil and just fry both sides, and it gives a nice crunch on the outside, just so you can see the inside. Oh, look at that. Beautiful diced chives, bit of garlic. Smell the aroma coming out, it's just beautiful. So we get a little bit of chili on top, and a little bit of the extra soy sauce. It's so good, man. The sauce is like a bit of like a soy sauce vinegar. In Cabramatta, this is definitely the best place to get this little cake here. When you eat the chives, they're not crunchy, they're not dense or anything like that. They're softened because of how they're steamed. And it just picks up a lot of the garlic flavor and the sauce flavor to which you eat with it. All right, let's try the taro one. Cut open the taro one there. really soft taro in there. I like that. Yeah, the thing about taro is like the natural sweetness of taro makes everything they eat with taro a bit more like a dessert. So what do you guys think? Do you reckon taro is more dessert or it's more for mains? There's a bit of savory but also a bit of sweetness to it. I love it. Enjoy? I love the outside, it's so soft. We're walking down John Street right now in Cabramatta, and John Street's well known for their bubble tea shops or their boba shops. I think there's like, I don't know, 13 boba shops just down this one road. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you can see as we're walking down, just so many shops. Sometimes you'll have older peeps just selling their produce outside here. We're gonna head in here, it's called Hong Kong Shopping Plaza. Alright, and this is our next destination. It's called A&A Cakes. They do all sorts of Asian pastries and cakes as well. So you can get anything from pineapple buns, sugary buns, taro buns. And there's a good mix between savory pastries and sweet pastries. So you can pretty much come here and get whatever you want. Usually, as you can see, a lot of people come here and they just buy heaps of things at once on a tray. Can I get one of the egg tarts? And can I get a bun bell? So, we got two things from A&A Cakes. The first one is this here, and it's called dan tat, or it's an egg tart. So you have flaky pastry and just this amazing egg custard in the middle. So this is something that you can get at a lot of restaurants, yum cha restaurants or dim sum restaurants. And I think this one's actually the best one in Cabramatta, so I always come here and get it. The other thing that we got is this here. So in Vietnamese, this is called bun bao. And essentially it's a steamed pork bun. Let's try this one first. Now, the one thing to remember when eating this pork steamed bun is it always comes with a little wrapper down the bottom here. And that was pretty much when it was getting steamed, not to have it stick to the bottom. So always peel that off. Just like that. Go slowly so you don't rip it. All right. That's good. That is a very good pork bun. I've actually never tried this particular one here. Normally I get it from a different pork steamed bun restaurant in Canley Heights. But it has a very nice filling, very tasty filling. When you order the bigger one as well, it will come with like a little bit of, what do you call it? A little bit of boiled egg in the inside and some lap chung as well, which is like a Chinese sausage. And when you add that to the mix, it's so good. But unfortunately, it didn't come with this one because we got the smaller version, but get the big one. Just look at that. So as soon as I pull it out, you can just see the flakiness of the pastry on the outside. It's just falling apart. And that's how you know an egg tart's gonna be good. Oh wow. This is fresh. Hey, if you go here and you get egg tarts, ask for it fresh. Normally they're the ones at the front counter rather than the ones outside. But the egg custard's just like so warm and toasty and just melt in mouth even. And a lot of the time you can't say that about egg custard, but that's what makes this one so good. It's just this beautiful combination of textures. I'm telling you guys, man, best egg tart in Cabramatta. It's only $1.70 each. That's really good, man. Oh, that's so good. You're trying it.
Yeah, I'll try.
Hang on. All right, so the next joint we're gonna hit up is called this place, Viet Hoa Hot Bread, and they're one of the more established bakeries in Cabramatta. They used to open 24 hours a day, but now I don't think they do. They do a mean pork roll, like a mean banh mi, right? But we're gonna come here and we're gonna try something called pan and waffle. This is one of everyone's favorite things to get when they come to Cabramatta, and it's called pan and waffle, or pan and coconut waffle. Essentially, they get this like sort of pandan mousse, and then they just spread it into like a waffle maker. So very easy to make, but also very tasty. And it comes like this, nice and warm and toasty, just how you like it. We're just gonna rip some like this. You can see on the inside, it's really nice and fluffy. Quite a simple one, this one. And this one costs $2 for the whole thing. So another cheap eat. Very mild pandan flavor. Definitely a great thing for the kids, this one. I think a lot of kids will love this. As you like, you know, a lot of parents would come to Cabramatta and bring this home. Oh yeah, $10.40. I love the little bit of crispiness that you get on the outside as you eat it. There's always a massive line for this place. This place is somewhere I grew up with, and it's called Red Lee, or it used to be called Red Lee. I don't know what happened to Red Lee as a company, but it went away. So instead of rebranding, they just took away the Red Lee name. It's like this bit of a ritual in Cabramatta. When you come to Cabramatta, you get banh mi and Red Lee chips and sugarcane. So it's part of this like holy trinity that we do. So they do really good fried chicken here as well. Today we're gonna go with the classic, which is hot chips. We just get a small size. With chips, how much is a small chips? Thank you. This is something you always do when you come to Red Lee. They have this paprika shake, and it's the most beautiful like hot chip seasoning powder. Just put extra of that, man. Just load that bad boy up. The other thing, the one they do is like chicken salt. So add a little bit of chicken salt as well, and give that a shake. Beautiful flavor to it. This whole thing, small chips and that entire big chicken wing and drumstick, that costs $4.50. So it was $3 for small chips and $1.50 for the chicken wing. Yeah, look, so Red Lee is like a childhood classic, and it's pretty much the go-to place to get hot chips in Cabramatta. In Australia in particular, and New Zealand as well, we use chicken salt. That's actually something I learned isn't worldwide. You know, I went to Singapore, I went to America, and no one knew about chicken salt. It's only Australia and New Zealand that does chicken salt. All right, let's have a bite. Chips here go hard. It's not really the chip that gives it so much flavor, it's the seasoning. It's 100% the seasoning. So I saw this chicken wing. I normally just get the chips here, but I really like the chicken as well. I think the chicken is just so juicy and crunchy. Let's have a bite of this chicken, man. Steaming with heat, but very juicy in the inside as well. That's really good. Tell you what, there's no other place to get like really good fried chicken around in Cabramatta. And when it comes to like cheap eats, everyone knows Red Lee. So definitely check it out. Ooh, that's hot. Do you hear this crunch, man? Number one shopping centre is another shopping plaza that you can go to in Cabramatta, where there's food stores inside. So once again, it is a bit like a hawker centre inside there. So definitely some affordable food, and you can find some really good chicken rice in there. So check this place out as well. If you remember from my very first YouTube video, which was Best Banh Mi in Sydney, episode 1, it was featuring this place, Min Hung Hot Bread. It's still my pick for one of the best banh mi in Sydney and best banh mi in Cabramatta. My personal preference here is their nem nung, or their honey barbecue pork. But you can also get crackling pork, you can get chicken, you can get their classic pork with the pork meatloaf slices. I reckon their nem nung, or their honey barbecue pork, is the best out of everything they've got. You have the honey barbecue pork, you have the pickled vegetables, you have the pate, you have the mayo, you have the chili, you have the coriander, and of course the crispy bread, baked fresh daily. And it's just this beautiful combination of flavors in your mouth. And just look at it, man, $4, that's crazy. Like compared to other places in Sydney known for their banh mi and how much they're charging, like $4 for a good banh mi is, I'd say, quite unheard of. While we're walking down this alley, this is my favorite place to get Chinese barbecue meats. This place is definitely one of the OGs. They've been here in Cabramatta for a very long time, and the locals still love this place and they line up for this place. It's hidden in this dark alley. Definitely check it out if you want to eat this sort of Chinese barbecue meat. Our last stop today is Tu Fung En, so they do sugarcane juice. It's probably the cheapest place to get sugarcane juice in Cabramatta. Last purchase of the day. This is the most beautiful way to end any sort of food adventure around Cabramatta, and it's also the most affordable. So tasty. That's mad refreshing. The sugarcane is freshly squeezed, so you can see them pushing through big blocks of sugarcane. It does come with a fair bit of ice in it. You can get no ice, but it is more expensive. Nothing better, man. All right, guys, so that's it. That's it for today's best cheap eats in Cabramatta tour. Altogether, it costs $20.90. So we did go 90 cents over. Originally, I was planning to get the cheese and bacon at the bakery, but instead I got the banh mi, which cost $1 more. So it actually would have kept us under $20. I really appreciate you guys for hitting today's video. If you enjoyed the video, put a like down the bottom, comment what your favorite food is, and subscribe to the channel. I also wanted to give a shout out to today's cameraman. That's Brian. Thanks for coming out with me today. If anyone is looking for any videography work, particularly restaurants, food outlets, food stores, this guy is a king at making videos. He's a mad videographer. He freelances, he does all his own work, and he does some amazing work. So he's worked with some of the best in Sydney's food scene as well. If you want to check out his Instagram for some of his previous videos, I'm going to put the Instagram tag there. Definitely check it out. All right, tune in next time. See you guys.